If you need to caulk your bathtub, having the right tools to get this job done will make your life so much easier. And in this video, I will walk you through 3 tools that you definitely want to consider before you start caulking that tub. Let's get to it. Before you caulk your tub, you have to remove all of your old caulk out of the tub. You want that new caulk to have a good surface to stick to. And this is where tool number 1 will make a big difference. The Octogun silicone and caulk removal spray kit contains several different pieces that can help you get this job done so much easier. The first piece is your scraper tool. The scraper tool is used to score the caulk across the top and across the bottom. Do this first in order to loosen the edges of the caulk. Many times it will not pull big chunks off like I'm getting off here, but sometimes it will. Regardless, the second tool in the kit is the one that I love the most, and that is the caulk and silicone removal spray. The purpose of the spray is to break down the barrier between the caulk and the surface to which it was adhering. This just makes it easier for you to remove the caulk. Once you've scored the top and the bottom, spray across your entire bead of caulk. This spray works in less than 60 seconds and evaporates quickly on its own, unlike other solvents that require cleaning with mineral spirits before reapplication. These plastic scraper tools are fantastic. They have a nice bladed edge, and then there's a pointed end as well that you can use however you need to in order to remove the caulk from that surface. Just work it across the tile on the top of the tub. The plastic is not going to scratch it, but this will help you get all of that extra caulk, all those chunks off of those flat surfaces. If you find that you have any grooves where there's old caulk stuck down inside, the hook tool is going to be your best friend. You can use the hook to get down into those grooves to pull out those extra big chunks of caulk that need to come out. The toolkit also comes with a nice scrubbing pad. I like to use this in collaboration with the spray one last time at the end in order to remove all those little bits and bites that are still there. And the scrubbing brush will help get all of that off of those surfaces. Now, if you have any mold or mildew buildup, you will want to make sure that you clean all of that off. Wait for your entire surface to dry, and now we're ready to move on to the caulk. Having a great caulking gun can make all of the difference on this project, and this is where the 930 GTD Octogun caulk gun is a fantastic addition to your toolbox. Now, this is a drip-free caulking gun, which is very nice, especially for DIYers like myself. But it has some other features as well. It has the poker tool in order to be able to open the seal inside of your caulking gun. It comes with its own scraper tool on the bottom, just like from the caulk removal kit. In the handle, it also comes with a plug for your caulking tube. So once the project is over, you can use this in order to caulk the tip of your tube and save that caulk for later. On the side, it comes with its own finishing tool, but we'll get there in a minute. But one of my favorite pieces of this caulking gun is the gator handle. It has a nice gator grip on here that you can use so that when you're trying to apply the right amount of pressure to your caulking tube, you can do it very easily with your fingers, and you get a nice grip on that handle while you're caulking. But before you can caulk, you have to prep your tube. So prepping the tip of your tube of caulk properly will make a significant difference in applying the bead when you put it down. You want to cut at a 45-degree angle, and you want to make sure that the hole that you put in the tube is not too large. My recommendation is start small when you cut the tip. If the hole is not large enough and you need more product to come out of the tube, you can always make the hole a little bit bigger. If you cut too big, you can't make it any smaller at that point. You're going to need a new tube. To do this, I just like to use the built-in cutting tool on my Octogun caulk gun. This gives me the ability to see down inside of the gun when I'm making the caulk so I can get my angle straight, and I just pull the trigger in order to make the cut. With the tip cut, you can use the poker tool on the end of your caulk gun or on your handle in order to push that into the hole that you've just made in order to puncture the seal. This works nicely when you have an old tube of caulk that has some crusty stuff inside there in order to open it up so that you can get the product out. Now, to apply your silicone to your tub, you want to move with nice even pressure along the entire surface area. This will give you a nice even amount of material on top of that tub surface so that you can finish it easily. Speaking of finishing, this brings us to the third tool that can really make a big difference in this project. And that is the 8-piece caulk toolkit. This caulk toolkit comes in a nice foldable plastic case for ease of storage, but it includes several different tools within. It comes with 3 caulk tube plugs, which is really nice if you're working on a project where you're using multiple different colors or types of silicone or caulk, so that you can plug them all at the same time and they will not dry out. It also comes with 2 scrapers and 3 different finishing tools. All told within this kit, there are 14 different ways that you can finish your caulk. But let me show you 3. And to do this, we're going to use the same finishing tool that is on your 930 GTD. This finishing tool gives you 3 different ways that you can finish your bead of caulk. And the first is your round corner. The round corner will give you a nice even spread using a little bit of the material that you've put in the corner, but leaving enough to give you coverage wherever you're doing your caulking or your silicone. The second is your 5mm corner. Now this will leave a little bit more material than the round corner, but again, a nice clean finish line all the way along that bead. And then the third and final finishing corner is your 8mm corner. When you use the 8mm corner, make sure you put enough material down in order to spread it out, because it will leave significantly more material than the round or the 5mm corner down inside those crevices that you're caulking or siliconing. But what happens if you make a mistake and you need to remove all of that caulk? Well, this is where corner number 4, my absolute favorite, comes into play. If you put that bead of caulk down and it looks terrible after you finish it because you made a mistake, and it happens, the 90-degree corner can be used to scrape all of that caulk straight out without fail, so that you can just wipe it down, clean the surface, let it dry, and put another bead of caulk down again. Once you're done, make sure you use your caulk plug to plug those tubes of caulk or silicone that you've used so that they don't dry out. For more information on all of these tools, go to newborncaulkguns.com, or you can click on the links in the description for each of those products below.